Hello friends, I am from Helping Hand MBBS and today we are going to study about neural columns. Neural column is one of the most confusing and difficult topic to remember and to learn. So here we will discuss it in very simple way and we will try to learn all the neural columns very easily. So first of all, what are neural columns? As you can see the definition, cranial nerves are divided into certain groups to make their study easy. These groups are known as neural columns. So the group of cranial nerves are known as neural columns. So we know that every nerve had two components. The two components are motor component and a sensory component. The motor component, as we know that motor, one second. Yes, the motor component is the one which supplies the muscle. So here I have written the muscle. So this is muscle, and we know that the nerve which go to the muscle is known as efferent nerve, and which come from the body part is known as efferent. So here I have written a efferent part and this is muscle part. So we can remember these three things, that motor component related to muscle, related to efferent. Okay, so also we know that the muscles are of two types, skeletal muscle and visceral muscle. So the skeletal muscle, as we know that are known as somatic part, and the visceral muscle are known as visceral part. So we have two columns, general somatic efferent and general visceral efferent. So how can we guess that what it contain when we see it directly? So the efferent will tell us that it is muscle, and the somatic part is known will tell us that it is skeletal muscle. Here efferent will tell us muscle, and visceral will tell us visceral muscle. So it is very easy to remember for us what is the actual meaning of GSE and GVE. So the skeletal muscle supplied by our cranial nerves are eyeball muscles and the tongue muscle. Very easy to remember that in eyeball we have cranial nerve 3, that is oculomotor nerve, and 4 and 6 which supply 1 muscle, that is we remember the mnemonic LR6 and SO4. This mnemonic you will study in head and neck. So here the eyeball muscles are supplied by 3, 4, 6 and tongue muscle by a cranial nerve 12, that is hypoglossal nerve. So GSC contain these nerves. So it is very easy to remember. Then visceral muscle are the cardiac muscle and other smooth muscles. So the nerve going to these cardiac muscle and other smooth muscles comes under GVE. Now we will come to the sensory component. Sensory component carries sensations, as we know. These carry sensation, and because they carry sensation to the brain, they are called afferent. So we will remember this very easily now, that what is the meaning of afferent here. So if the sensations are coming from visceral organs, that is like stretch pain, BP or angina colici from heart, so these come under the general visceral afferent. Visceral we will understand very clearly here that it may be heart or other visceral organs, and because it carries sensation, that it is sensation of pain and other stretch sensations comes from the visceral organ. Now there are other sensations like general sensations, touch, pressure, pain, vibration. These are general sensation, and skeletal muscle pain, these will come under general somatic afferent. So these are corresponding, very easy to remember here, that this is general somatic efferent and its corresponding part general somatic afferent. Okay, and the general visceral efferent and its corresponding general visceral afferent. And because we know that the trigeminal nerve carry the all sensations of face like touch, pressure, pain, vibration. So the fifth nerve, that is our trigeminal nerve, come under this GSA. And in GVA there is NTS. NTS is nothing, nucleus tractus solitarius. It contains 3 nerves, that is 7, 9 and 10. These 3 nerves comes under NTS. So the example of GVA is NTS. Now we will continue to the other columns. So we have learned the general columns. Now we came to the special columns. In special columns there is again motor component and sensory component. So this is a motor and this is sensory. Motor component, as we know, muscle. Sensory component, as we know, here, because it is special, so there will be special sensations, and we know what are the special sensations in our body. So there is one change. In the previous part we have studied that there is two motor columns, that is GSC and GVE, but in special there is only GVE. There is not such anything like SSC. So you should remember this. This is very easy to learn by comparing it with general part. Now in sensory there are special sensations. Special sensation, as we know, there is vision, hearing, taste and smell. So how can we remember this? That vision, hearing comes under special somatic afferent, and taste and smell comes under special visceral afferent. So I have a mnemonic for you, that we all know that there is ST wave in heart, in ECG. There is ST wave. So in ST wave, if we change the W into V, so we can easily remember that ST is linked to V. So smell, taste linked to V, and the other two sensations, that is vision and hearing, is automatically somatic then. So it is very easy to remember now that the taste and smell comes under SVA and vision and hearing comes under SSA. So vision and hearing, you know that second cranial nerve is optic nerve, which is responsible for vision, and the hearing is a vestibulocochlear nerve, that is cranial nerve 8, vestibulocochlear nerve. So we can now easily remember these two. And taste and smell. Taste, our taste sensation, it is, assume that this is tongue. So we have divided it into three parts: anterior 2/3, posterior 1/3, and the last posterior part. These are the three parts of tongue supplied by different cranial nerves which carry taste sensation. So anterior 2/3, we can remember that it carry taste by three nerves. These three nerves comes under NTS. It is very easy to remember. That is our seventh nerve, facial nerve, whose branch is chorda tympani. Ninth nerve, that is glossopharyngeal nerve, and our 10th nerve, that is vagus nerve. So the taste sensation is carried by NTS 7, 9 and 10. Very easy to remember now. So for summary, we have two types of columns: general columns and special columns. And the general columns have motor component, sensory component. Also the special component has motor component and sensory component. The motor component of general contains GSC, GVE, and the sensory contains GSA, GVA. Motor contains SVE, SSA and SVA. Here I forget to tell you about one thing, that what is SVE. SVE is very simple to learn. SVE is nothing but it goes to the muscle, as we know, the pharyngeal arches muscle. Pharyngeal arches muscle. You will study all the pharyngeal arches, or you have studied all the pharyngeal arches. So we have 6 pharyngeal arches. So we know that first pharyngeal arch is supplied by mandibular nerve, second pharyngeal arch by facial nerve, third pharyngeal arch by glossopharyngeal nerve, and the 4, 5, 6 rest 3 by 9, 10, 11 nerve. So our nerves which come under this SVE are mandibular nerve, that is 5th cranial nerve, facial nerve, that is 7, glossopharyngeal, that is 9, and the 4, 5, 6 are 9, 10, 11, glossopharyngeal, vagus and spinal accessory nerve. And this 9, 10, 11, here I will write, this 9, 10, 11 are together called as nucleus ambiguus. So in SVE We have fifth cranial nerve, seventh cranial nerve, ninth cranial nerve, and nucleus ambiguous, which contain 9, 10, and 11. So this is all about neural columns, and all the best guys for your exams.